couldn't be more fired up about this clash here on EA Sports College Football. It's the Arizona State Sun Devils and the BYU Cougars. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
One of the most beautiful backdrops in all of college sports. LaVell Edwards Stadium with the mountains shining behind it. Many say it is one of the most beautiful fields you'll ever play on. 63,000 strong, the Cougars have proven to be one of the best home crowds. Their spirit and their noise makes it a tough place to play at elevation. Guys, back to you.
All right, Holly. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Here's Brown to begin the drive. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up one. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to pass. It's Boley. That's reeled in. It's Miller. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Rush is on him. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. So BYU's offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And here comes Bear Bachmeier. He's trying to bounce back from a 4-interception game in their last loss. Running inside. It's Martin. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. The sure hands. It's Martin. Big play, takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47. They'll snap it from the 47 on first down. On the run, it's Martin. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. The Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The option, the keeper. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Martin. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. And the field goal unit is on the field. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Sun Devils offense makes its way onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. A give to Brown. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain. 3rd down coming up, and the Cougar faithful are doing everything they can to help out this team. To the air, it's Boley. Pressure coming. And down he goes.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
Hunt is on its way. Pulls it in at the 25. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Looking downfield on first down. Pulls it in. It's Martin. He gets it out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46. The Cougars have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Delayed handoff. It's Martin. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He lost it high and deep down the left side. Makes the grab on the big throw. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. That big play really has him in business. It's 1st and 10 from the 11. Firing to the right, complete. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. And he's in. Pounding his way in for the score. Touchdown, BYU!
And the offense gets 7 on that drive. And I tell you what, man, like, they got 3. They got some good momentum going. Continued the momentum, creating some big plays. Palmer, this offense feels like right now, early in this football game, that they're in control, that they know what they want to do, and the defense is reeling a little bit.
Yeah, the defense needs a stop bad the next time they come out. They've got to go back. They've got to get on the iPads. They got to take a look at what this offense is doing to attack them, because they do look like they're on their heels right now. Obviously giving up a field goal early, but now a touchdown. The next time they take the field, they absolutely need a stop.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass, it's Bowling. Finds the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Picked off, what a play to set him up. He was dreaming of getting a few more on that return, but they'll take it in business at the 32. The run inside, it's Martin. They get him stopped at the 26, but not before he picks up 5 yards. Got 6 on first down, now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Fires to the right. Got the big tight end on the corner route. Touchdown, BYU! And they take it in for 6 more points. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. How about the renaissance of the tight ends? Inline, flexed out, split out. They can do a little bit of everything.
They really can, and they're asked to block a lot of the times, too. But I tell you what, all the wide receivers out wide, the fancy toys, the fancy spread, don't forget about that tight end. He does a little bit of everything, and then you reward the big fella throwing the ball, and he catches, so he really can do a little bit of everything in an offense.
Catch in the middle, it's Harris. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. Starting this drive like that is exactly what they'd hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Here's the pressure. Gets rid of it. He's got him. Turning it on. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. The Sun Devils come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Looking to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Bowling. Pumps it downfield. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Gonna look downfield again. Shoots it to the left. Oh, look, Ma, one hand. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Sun Devils.
Man, this guy is an elite tight end. This guy is a dude. He keeps making plays like this. We're going to start comparing him to Brock Bowers and Kyle Pitts. The run after the catch, the big body, the athletic ability. He has it all.
And he's going to bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Pocket breaking down. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down. Behind the chains now on second and long. Back to pass. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. Need 10 yards on this third down, and they're backed up inside their own 20. Might be changing the route. On third down, he drops to throw. It's complete to the left. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They're quickly in a 10-point hole, trailing 17-7 and needing to put together. Oh, he's got some space. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. Here comes the offense on first and 10 from the 47. Back to throw, it's Bowling. With the catch, it's Miller. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. The RPO, it's complete. At the end of quarter one, let's check out the start for both of these quarterbacks. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Hand off for Brown. Maybe a crease. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown ASU. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Running inside. It's Martin. Got enough for the first. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. And the Cougars, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. They're going to ride this running back. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Looking for a man. It's Bachmeier. He'll try to do it himself. He slides down, and he's got enough to convert the second and short. This BYU offense set up with another first down. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Unloads it downfield. Goes high to pull it in. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. The Cougars, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Trying to run, it's Martin. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. He'll throw on third down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. They're in makeable field goal range. They could tie the game, but instead they'll go for it on fourth down. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Working that left side now. Just couldn't get loose. They stop him right at the line, and they don't convert on fourth down. They'll start on the ground with Brown. There's a crease. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. Clock now inside 4 minutes as we're getting later in the first half. To throw, it's Boley. Makes the catch, it's Brown.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. They're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy. Takes it from the gun on third down. Outside the pocket, lets it go. It's complete. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. And the Sun Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. They're working that left side. And look, this guy has some serious moves, and he tried all of them and still didn't get loose. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Trying play action. Grabbed it. It's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Nice heads-up play by the defense to jump on that ball after it got popped out.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Martin. He now has 80 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. Makes the catch. It's Casper. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Fires one high and deep. Makes a deep grab. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. The big gain on offense, and the play will stand. The offense declines the penalty. BYU lines up with a 1st and goal. Looking for room. It's Martin. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Got 5 on that last one now, 2nd and inches. Tries again to get it in. And he's in! Touchdown, Cougar!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly roll.
Here on the Sun Devils sideline, there is a lot of conversation happening about better communication. This crowd is making it so difficult, already creating several turnovers early in this game. The defense is feeding off it, the crowd is feeding off it, and they've got their backs against the wall in a hostile environment. They've got to clean it up here to keep alive in this game. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Fires left. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. It is deafening in here, soaked in noise as BYU tries to get a stop on 3rd down. Oh, they're after him. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, It's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job keeping that guy in the pocket.
Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds. He'll take it up to the 45-yard line, and they stop him and knock him out of bounds. They'll run play action. Got him downfield. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. Timeout taken by the Sun Devils, their first of 3. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Complete in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice game. The Sun Devils go back to work after moving the chains through the air. From the red zone, looking for a space. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Boley. He's got it on the run. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Brown. Touchdown, Arizona State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And you're going to need more of this in the second half. That's the way you punctuate a drive at the end of the first half to cut this to a one-possession game. You need more of that physicality in the second half.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it. So now it's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He's going to run it. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. The Cougars will use their first timeout here. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. They'll try to run for it. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the 1st down. He's up to 94 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Snares it outside, it's Phillips. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. Wants to throw on 1st down. Going to take a shot at this DB. The pass is incomplete and 1 second is left. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. This is a designed run. And after that short gain, they'll head to the locker room. It's halftime here. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Men, week 9, go time. So let's get down to business with a notable update from the world of college football. First up, a look at Michigan taking on the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. And it's the Wolverines with a gritty victory away from home. This team prepared well all week, and they'll enjoy the fruits of their labor.
And the Sun Devils will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. To the air, it's Bachmeier. That's caught. It's Casper. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. BYU has this offense clicking. Quarterback making checks. To the air on 1st down. Lost one deep down the right side. And the throw downfield winds up incomplete, and there's a good reason for that. This guy was being mugged by the defender.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught.
Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on 1st down. The run inside. It's Martin. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. The Cougars kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Going for it all. Throw to the end zone, picked off.
Hey, guys, I tell you what, man, they went into half. They were ready to rock and roll to start this 2nd half. They put a nice drive together, and then it's just about managing the game, right? Don't take points off the scoreboard. I start to get in an area where I'm in field goal range. I'm getting ready to score a touchdown. Be smart with the football. He gets just a little greedy, and the defense makes him pay.
A give to Brown. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Can't hang on to the ball. He had it right in his chest, and it'll be 4th down. The Sun Devils decide to punt it away. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. So the BYU offense comes out to go on the attack. Bringing the heat. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Bachmeier. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Gives it on the option. Stop is made at the 35-yard line. It'll be a 4th down. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. And the Sun Devils with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Sends it back in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. On the run, fires downfield. Makes the grab, it's Miller. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Hand off for Brown. Crosses the 45. Got a little grass. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. The Sun Devils with the 1st and 10. Brown again. There he goes.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Third down coming up, and the Cougar faithful are doing everything they can to help out this team. Again, it's Brown. He'll come through on third downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. And the Sun Devils back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Wide receiver comes in motion. Fighting off the defender. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Now facing some adversity on this drive after the loss of 4 at 2nd and 14. Tight end now in motion. Red pass, it's complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. A strike downfield. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. The Sun Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. From the red zone, it's Brown. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. Touchdown, Sun Devils! An epic comeback. They'll talk about this one forever if they can hold on, but they're on top right now. And the extra point is good, and they have a 28-24 lead.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. Looking for a man. It's Bachmeier. That's caught. It's Martin. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Cougars with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Makes the grab. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. It's caught downfield. And they'll move the chains with the first down. That might be it for the third quarter. When you play receiver for this guy, you better be ready to catch the football. He's spread it all over the place through the first 3 periods. Running inside, it's Martin. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Back to pass. Fires deep toward the end zone. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Could be an alley. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. The Cougars kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. And that one's incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Here's a heat. Breaks the tackle. Not quite able to turn that corner and get it to the house. He's out of bounds at the 8. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the football. Touchdown, Cougars! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th. The Cougars with the immediate response.
Man, this is wild. Late in the game, we're seeing two heavyweight fighters trading blows. The offense scores their last time out. This offense now scores a touchdown here late to get the lead, but there's time left on the clock. Can the defense step up here and make a stop to preserve this win?
Here comes the Arizona State offense onto the field. So they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Makes the grab in their space. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. And with that last grab coming up just short of the sticks, plenty of options here on second and short. Off the play fake. He's going for a big play downfield. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. And the Sun Devils will call on their punt team. And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
And BYU will get the first down.
And I think we're going to see a lot more of this from this offense. Listen, you're backed up on your own end. You got the lead. More importantly, you want to continue to run the clock, get first downs, be the physical team right here. The ground game, I imagine, is going to be a big part of their playbook moving forward.
Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. Trying to convert this second and short. Got room to work. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. Timeout taken by the Sun Devils, their first of 3. Off play action on first down. On the move, he fires. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Smart move to keep it on the ground. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. There's timeout on the field. Arizona State calls it second. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Dropping back, it's Bachmeier. He's going for it all. Got it down the field. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. The Cougars, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Pickoff of 8, it's now second and 2. Now the Sun Devils calling their third and final timeout. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. They'll go right back to it. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. And the Cougars pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. BYU coming to the line with first and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Martin. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. With the draw, it's Martin. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Looking for a crease, it's Martin. He's dragged down at the 12, chip shot field goal range, but might they go for it here on fourth down? And, you know, it does look as if they're going to leave the offense out there. And I guess you look at time and score, you can kind of understand a field goal doesn't help you that much. A hostile environment can have